What's good? Stormy B-Man, and I'm back with another Stormybman'S briefs. This time the focus is on the welterweight division, where as of November 1st, on a social media post, Terrence Bud Crawford sent a message directly to the WBA, sanctioning body organization, where he said, "Yo, WBA, can I get my belt or what?" Apparently, they have yet to send the champion his title belt after his defeat over Errol Spence Jr. back in the summer. Now, we are a few months removed from the bout, and Crawford has yet to receive his belts. The consensus is that when a champion becomes undisputed, they are issued their own title belts. The one who is the champ entering the bout gets his belts returned to him after the fight is over. But the sanctioning bodies always send the belts to the new champion. Now, some feel like Bud Crawford should face the number one contender in Jaron Boots Ennis if he's not going to fight Errol Spence Jr., who's activated his rematch clause in his contracted obligation with Bud Crawford. So the two of them will be fighting a second fight. It's just a matter of when and where the date and venue will be made. That being said, the reason that he hasn't received his belt is curious, because Crawford is the champion. He's undisputed at welterweight after his win, but to not be able to have your hardware is really interesting, because you know that they have to pay fees for these fights. The fees are taken out of the paycheck before they get paid. So this is something that the WBA should just turn around and give the man his title belts. But isn't this the same organization that fiddles around with certain particularities behind the scenes, especially when dealing with Black American fighters? We've seen some things from the WBA in the past that just makes you kind of question some of their ethics, and they're no different from the WBC, who has done the same. All of that being said, as we look at what happens with these fighters, we should really take the time out and support them for what they go through. It's one of the main reasons that they don't like to make matches when they're not treated fairly and compensated properly. All of this is much to do about nothing. I do believe eventually Crawford will get his belts, and it'll be in time for him to enter the ring carrying them when he faces Spence for the second time. But again, the ethics and the scruples that go along in this sport can be sometimes entertaining and sometimes just draining. But what do you think? I believe that at the end of the day, a champion should be able to defend his titles, be issued his belts right away, and shouldn't have to go through the lengths of exposing the sanctioning bodies through social media. But isn't this just more of the same that we've seen out of the sport of boxing for a duration? There's much that's going on that could be more important, but we're seeing these things over and over and over again. Bud Crawford will get his belts, and he'll be able to take his photos and everything, but not until the WBA does their job. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about this video. Until the next time we meet, peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.